Hey people, welcome in the closet.
You just disturbed me so bad.
I disturbed you?
I'm still saying ew.
How do I disturb you?
What you just read to me before we started turned this microphone on. All I can think of is ew.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Oh gosh.
First, I'd like to get in you and your experience with your young man at the cleaning station at Planet Fitness yesterday.
Oh
that
my gosh.
threw you off a little bit.
This is great. So, you know how when you can feel somebody looking at you? You can feel it. Well, I felt this dude looking at me.
It's my life.
And
You're talking about my life.
I even text Jeff and I was like, gosh, some dude's got eyeballs bad. Like bad though. And
Well, if you notice, it's horrible because I usually tell you people are like staring you down. You're like, what?
I'm usually oblivious. I'm in my own world, but I could feel it. And man, I'd look over there and he's like staring at me, like not even caring. Like looking at me. Well, at Planet Fitness, if you don't know, they have like the paper towel stations where you get the paper towel, you spread this sanitizer solution on there, and then you go wipe your machine off or whatever. So I'm over there. I wish we were videoing right now so I could show you because it's much better to look. I'm doing my thing. He walks over and he looks at me dead in the face, and I like look at his face, and he licks his lips like in a sensual way. He's like
seductive,
and like bites his lip, the bottom lip. And I don't think I laughed, but I mean I smiled because I was so taken off guard. I really wanted to laugh. Like he was feeling himself. He's like, yes, feeling himself, and I just walked away. I didn't say anything.
Superior confidence.
I didn't take my headphones off or anything. But yeah, he like licked his lips and like did a little bottom lip bite.
Dude, if I did that in the gym, the person would be like, help, this man's having a seizure. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, there's something wrong with him.
Okay.
That's how stupid I would look.
I don't think I'm going to go any further with it because I could go into further why I think, but I don't want to. I don't know about stepping on. I don't know, but
It was interesting.
It was interesting.
An interesting story.
So much confidence, which I think is cool, but I don't know. It was a little bit weird.
That's what I was telling somebody today. I was like, my wife is a personal trainer, and at her gym, she's like, it's our home. She loves it, and she loves the people, so she's always going to help them, even if she's in the middle of her personal workout. If they need something, she helps them. She cares about them, so she can't really get through a workout with flow, like and get the workout you want in all the time. So we joined Planet so that she could get away. But the first month we're there, we get all kinds of great stories because people don't know you. So dudes left and right are checking her out and coming up and being like, hey, you know what? If you do this exercise when you're doing legs, it can help you grow this part of your leg.
They're trying to give me tips.
Like, and it's tips just to talk. You know, they're just trying to get their word. They're just trying to get a little rapport with you, if you want to call it that, so they can start a conversation.
Yeah.
But it's funny how guys don't approach guys with tips very often. That same guy's never approached a guy. It's like, oh, let's help the little lady.
I know.
Which the little lady is in the in the weight section doing more leg weight than that guy does.
I'm in the big boy section.
And you're moving around, you know what you're doing, but it's just like, that's very attractive to men too, is a woman that'll, you know, that can carry herself and has swagger in an area where but should probably be a little intimidating.
Yeah.
You know, so but it's funny to me all the different little stories that come about with these guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like, when that happens, I'm just like Kermit with my chin on my hand, like, do tell me more. Tell me more about this.
Yeah, just
some dude asked me about it. I think I told that story about spotting him. Did I tell that on here? Happy Feet.
Yeah, I think so. I think about him.
Yeah.
Him.
He was wanting me. He said, "Could you come spot?" Like he could have asked any dude.
You did. We had tons of dudes. There's tons of dudes in there, and it's like even guys right beside him.
There was guys right beside him, and he comes over to me at the
all the way
tables,
across
and he's like, hey, can you spot me? And I was like, well, I guess. And I walk over, and he looks at me with all seriousness. He goes, you have spotted someone before, right? And I'm like,
She's been like, no, Daddy, can you show
Where's
me?
the pin? What am I barking? You know what I mean? Like, then he's like proceeds to tell me why he's doing the exercise. I'm like, dude, I just need to get my sets in. So let's do this. You know, I don't know. It is funny, but that was great. It was like it made me feel uncomfortable. I felt like it was somebody had a candid camera on me just to see how I was going to react. I don't think I giggled. I may have. I don't know.
That's hysterical.
Somebody's at the door as per usual. Come in.
We can't get through a podcast.
Hi, Kaylee. You haven't been home in 2 days.
What are you doing home? You live here?
Yeah,
How are you?
tired.
Are you?
Welcome
I've been
back.
up since 4 o'clock this morning.
Babysitting's hard, isn't it?
No, she just sat there chilling.
Oh, well,
Cool.
awesome. Well, glad you're home.
We'll chat in a few.
Okay. Hi, Callie.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Okay, thank you. All right, there's always a guest. Very rarely is it Kaylee.
All right.
Oh,
There's another one. Can't
there's
get through a
Nate. What?
podcast.
Oh, we're doing our podcast.
We were in a flow here, and we were talking about something.
See,
and-
Jeff gets really irritated. I just kind of.
Well, you know, you're in your zone, and people just come in and don't go, oh, you're doing something, and then walk back out. Like, they just come in and push in and interrupt. And to me, that's
Your
really
blood pressure
rude.
is going to be coming up. You just need to chill out. All right, see, Nate's shirt says relax. You need to relax.
You've been wearing that for 3 days, bro.
Dude, have you gotten a shower recently?
Not last night.
Oh, well, maybe that's something you could go do.
Yeah, why don't you
Hey.
get the showers, bro?
Hey,
Hey, we need to do a challenge. Every kill that I get $10 worth of V-Bucks.
You are crazy.
every kill you get $10 worth of V-Bucks.
Only if I land at a high populated place, an arena, has a lot of players because I'm in Division 5, which has really good players in there. And I get one kill, I get $10.
You're crazy.
Okay, goodbye.
Hey,
Hey.
good try, though.
Yeah, maybe $1.
Bye.
And we'll put a
No,
cap
we're not
on
giving
it.
you $1 per kill. Go kill people in your game. And take a shower.
All right, bye. Bye, buddy.
Change your shirt.
Change your shirt. I like this shirt.
It's a nice shirt, but
Needs
it
to-
needs to be washed at some point.
Okay, goodbye.
Relax.
Love you, mean it.
We need to relax.
Yeah, you
Peace
do.
out, yo.
Peace out.
Anyway, so that's that. I think like, what I'm saying is I don't think I giggled, but I may have because it took me off guard. I haven't seen him since. I'm curious. I text Jeff, and when he came to the gym, he went in the locker room. He came out. He goes, "Did this guy have on a blue UK shirt?" And I was like, "Yep." He goes, "Oh yeah, I could tell that would have been him."
Yeah, he was strutting in the locker room when I was changing, and he was full of himself.
Yeah, could you tell?
Oh yeah.
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 Anyway,
He was compensating for something.
we will keep you updated on this dude because I wanted to see what his second move may be.
I'm dying to see what his second
I don't
move would
think
be.
you can top the
I
first
love
move.
that we do this all the time where we let it go and then we talk about the people later.
Yeah.
Like I'll come in, and if there's a good chance that somebody in there that flirts with you is flirting with you, I'll just stay out of the way because I want the story. Like I want the comedy. And that's the funny part.
Well, that was comical, but oh gosh. Anyway, I don't even know.
You want to talk about some more fetishes?
I feel like the topic is already yes. Let's just do
Let's go right into
what I was saying. Ooh
what
about.
you said ooh about.
He read this one to me before we started the podcast because we thought we were going to talk about this, and I just can't get this image out of my head. But I have heard about it.
Autonepiophilia. Autonepiophilia.
I don't even know if that's how you say it, but
Arousal from dressing as or imagining oneself as an infant.
ew.
Better called, what would you call it?
Ew. Yeah.
Infant role play?
Ew.
Yeah.
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 Not doing. Oh.
You know what though? There's people out there listening that didn't get the attention they needed as an infant, and they somehow remember that.
I don't think.
And so they love pretending to be an infant. And if you do out there, if that's your thing, and you're laying on your wife's lap right now, sucking on her breast,
Okay. Okay, with a diaper on.
and she's patting you on the head,
Okay.
singing you
No,
lullabies.
okay, I'm done. Like seriously, I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk away right now if you don't stop. Because there's
It
only
would be so
much-
funny to watch,
I can
though.
talk about almost anything.
You think they have
else.
live feeds of that fetish somewhere?
If they do, and I ever see
It would
watching
not
them,
arouse
it'll
me.
be on our papers.
You talk about these papers constantly. It's like you have a list and you're waiting for something to hit that's worth it. Now it's infant fetishes. I don't have adults acting like infant fetishes. It would not make me Hornet.
Okay, but I'm just saying. You said you think there's a video. Who wants?
No,
to
I said
watch
it would be funny. What I just said
No,
sounds funny. Does that scenario not sound funny? It's sick.
it sounds
But I
so
love
gross.
sick. I love sick funny. And thinking about a grown-ass man in a diaper needing to be told, getting aroused
No.
because he's treated like an infant.
I
Do you think he's at Applebee's at dinner in the there's an attractive mom next to him with an infant? She's like, "Oh, baby, baby," and he's just losing his crap right there
my
at dinner.
Gosh, I don't know.
He can't get up and go to the bathroom. He's like worked up. He's like, "Please," where most people are like, "Get that baby out of here." But he's sitting there like, "Oh, they gave me the greatest table ever." She won't stop goo-gooing and
Okay,
gaga.
no.
And
Can we please move on? Like that does nothing. No. Oh my gosh. No.
I can see him now. Oh, my
I can't
gosh.
too, unfortunately, and that's why I want to move on. Like,
What is this one?
oh my gosh.
Oh, a visodomy. AVISODOMY. Sexual behavior with birds.
Oh
How do
my-
you have sexual
I
behavior
don't
with
know.
birds?
These are weird. Where did you get this? Twitter?
There's birds being assaulted out there. Sick people are buying up birds.
What are they? What are the birds? Pecking on your pecker? What do you want, pecker?
I don't know what you would do with a bird.
I don't know. It's stupid. Move on. You can't do anything with a bird. I know.
Oh, we're on the bees. There's only one bee.
Not. That's disappointing.
Do you want to do the bee?
Sure. I don't have my glasses on again. Biotophilia. Arousal from the act or thought of raping a non-consenting person. That is a no. Go.
So that is a person who gets off on raping someone that doesn't want to be raped. Because I know
So
that's
basically that's a felony.
that's a felony. But there is the fetish, which maybe we'll get to, that I've heard of people that want to be
I could.
raped. But then it's consensual. So is it really rape?
It's not. I think it's more of aggression.
But they
And
like
role play.
they like the role play of being raped, right?
Maybe.
People do. Some people.
I
A lot
mean,
of people do, I think.
I don't think that
People like
that
rough sex.
Sounds okay. That's fine, but I don't think that that's.
I mean, I think there's all kinds of people that want to be raped by
But-
the right person.
Yeah, but do you really want to be? Because that's offending those who may have actually been raped in life.
Oh no! I'm talking
You know
about
what
the
I'm saying?
fetish. Like
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like, if you sit here and say, I can see where somebody would want to be raped. I can see somebody who's actually been raped being like, really?
No. It was a joke.
But for people who's actually been raped, it might not be a joke.
I apologize to those that have been raped. I honestly and sincerely do.
You have a smirk on your face.
I have a smirk on your face because you're looking at me with that face like, are you going to crack a joke? Are you going to be inappropriate?
Well, I already know this.
I'm not going to because I
No,
do.
but you know
I
what
do
I'm
not
saying, like-
intend. I do not intend to offend.
I think that
All the
maybe
time.
like rough sex, catching you off guard, picking you up, throwing you down somewhere, ripping your clothes off. I mean, that's okay. That's not. I mean, but I know you, and I'm not scared by you, and you're not hurting me.
That's kind of my point. Is
It's
like
more. That's more
when
of
I
like
said anybody
aggression versus.
when I said people want to be. Okay,
If it's
it wasn't
consenting,
really
it's not rape.
then it's not rape. When I
Right.
said raped, I shouldn't have said the word raped. I said most people probably want to have aggressive sex with somebody.
right and be dominated.
Right.
Okay.
To a level. So I retract the rape part of that
Okay,
and I
thank
put
you,
in
because there's
something
some
else.
people that
because to me, when you say rape, it can't really be a fetish because you can't role play rape. Rape is with someone who's aggressive,
Well,
has no care for you. You
it
don't
can
know
be
who
a-
they are. They want to hurt you.
It could be in a fetish for them, but then they're going to go to jail.
Right.
Hope
But I'm
that's a
saying
fetish of yours.
but for someone that might say I have a rape fetish, like I want to be raped. No, you don't want to be. I don't think you want to be raped.
You
I
don't
think
want-
you want to role play
I mean,
rape.
I don't know. I mean, maybe you think there's some women out there that are like, I would love to be raped. Like some strange man coming up to me and doing this and doing that. But doesn't rape sometimes consist of like really hurting you though?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't. That
No,
would be,
I did hear like that's what makes it weird. Is like I think this could be wrong, and we're not a news outlet, and I certainly
Jeff
don't,
doesn't read all the articles.
I
Anyway,
don't.
we already know.
I certainly don't watch any political crap. so I'm not well versed in this, but I'm pretty sure one of that's terrible to have to say that. One of the ladies that accused Donald Trump of raping her, like went on. She's like been raped multiple times, and it's like.
How do you get raped multiple times?
And then she said it's kind of sexy in an interview, and they were like shutting it down. Now, none of what I said is word for word. This is just hearsay. I don't watch that stuff, so I don't know.
Right.
And I know there was another story with someone where a lady was saying she kept going back to an area like with people that repeatedly raped her. And I'm like, why are you going back around people that repeatedly rape you? Why would you ever go back? If you've been raped once, why would you go around those people again?
I can't imagine that, really, to be honest. Because, I mean, there's even been instances that's happened to me. I have not been raped, but I'm just saying there's been instances where maybe something of aggression has happened, and I didn't even want to go back to that place for the longest time. In fact, when I still walk in there, and I walk in there quite a bit, sometimes I get the heebie-jeebies, and you know what situation I'm talking about.
I do, yeah.
Sometimes I still get the little, and I wasn't raped, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you get the like, ugh. So I don't know. You'd have to be I don't know what kind of person would be like that, but maybe there are people out there like that. I don't know.
We handled that.
This is getting serious. Let's move on to something more
fun.
fun.
Yeah, let's move on to. Oh, that's weird.
What?
Catheterophilia.
Does this have to do with a catheter?
Mm-hmm.
Ew. You get off on getting a catheter put in?
No, you get arousal from the thought, act, or watching the usage of a catheter.
Have you ever had a catheter?
Not that I know of.
I have, and it's not fun.
They don't even want it. They don't want it
for a guy.
They don't want it happening to them. They want to watch it.
They want to watch him put a tube in your penis hole.
Yeah, some people are into some crazy stuff.
I mean, for a woman, it's not fun, but I can imagine for a man, it would be way less fun. Because that, I feel like...
You're not putting anything on tube. Just finish me off. Like, put me under. Put me down. Like, no, you're not going to penetrate my hole. But there's guys that do that as a fetish. No. They put things in their penis.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard... I don't know. Maybe I haven't heard.
You're
maybe
lying.
I'm making it up.
You are.
Just continue to pay attention to the list. It's going to come up eventually.
Okay.
Which one was that?
It started with a C. I don't know. Maybe it was the first C one.
Oh, here it is. Crimostistophilia.
I wouldn't even know.
Crimostistophilia. Crimostistophilia.
Just what
Crimostistophilia.
Please just tell us what it means.
Arousal from being robbed or held up.
No.
You know what that is, though? That's just the adrenaline. That's just like that life-threatening, like adrenaline, the dopamine. Some people are excited about any kind of life danger. I think that was a fetish in the A's.
It was about dangerous situations.
Yeah, like in life-threatening situations, you get it. So that's kind of the cousin or brother of that one.
It's equally as stupid.
Look, you're
I'm
calling
good.
Listen, you're calling fetishes stupid. Some people genuinely might have a fetish of being robbed or held at gunpoint.
Okay. I'm just saying, I'm looking for something a little bit more interesting, like a little more 50 Shades of Grey.
Could you imagine if your wife was into that and she came home one night after being mugged and was like bang the heck out of you, just like wore you out, and you're like every time she went out, you're like, I hope she gets jacked tonight.
Or what if she comes in the door and she's like, hey, can we play cops and robbers? Please let us play cops and robbers. Cowboys and Indians. Oh my gosh, really? No. This next one's got to be good.
Coprolalia.
What?
Coprolalia, being turned on by the use of profanity, i.e.
Here comes another visitor. It's Brooke this time.
Now we've got a third one that comes in when we're trying to do a podcast. Oh, hey, welcome.
You need what?
Shampoo and conditioner.
She needs shampoo and conditioner out of her room.
Go get your shampoo and conditioner.
It's hers.
It's mine.
Go get her shampoo and bring it back.
Cutie with...
Oh, boy.
What's my cup say?
Cutie with the booty.
Cutie with the booty. Oh, that's my cup.
That is not.
Just kidding. It's mom's.
Get my shampoo. So now we've had Kaylee, we've had Nate, we've had Brooke.
That's going to be it.
Bring Gary.
All that's left is Gary and Maddie. And I'm sure that they'll be around at some point. But anyway, so obviously we're pausing this conversation.
Yeah, we're going to pause this conversation for a minute. Until
Big
we can.
shampoo.
I know it's a big shampoo. I know. Pretty eyelashes though.
Thanks.
I've heard
I know.
of
Hurry
that.
up! Don't drip it all over my
Yeah,
floor.
don't drip it on the floors, yo.
Okay.
All right, so let's just review this one. Caprolilia, being turned on by the use of profanity, i.e., fuck, shit, bitch.
Okay.
So,
Okay, I get that.
yeah, you do.
I mean, I get that.
I know you do. I'm very aware of this.
It's just dirty talk. I mean, it's like, you know,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
that dirty talk really. But
No,
it's
but
like,
to be called some,
yeah.
like, yeah, it's aggressive, right? It's like that aggressive we were talking about before. It's
Yeah.
aggression.
I get it.
This one I've heard about, but the category, I've never seen it, never watched it, but these are technical names. Caprophilia,
Okay.
which is pretty easy.
Sounds like the last one, but
Caprophilia, arousal from scat/feces, also known as scatophilia or fesiophilia. There's a category that's called scat porn.
If you continue to read this nasty stuff, I am all about talking about this kind of stuff. But if you say one more nasty thing, I'm walking away and you can solo podcast.
Andrew, we're reading off the list.
We don't have to go.
This is the fun.
Every single one.
Yes, we do. That's the fun. We've got to inform people about this stuff. They're out there. They're dating. They might be single. And they might not know. Some girls sitting there, you know how dudes do. They just say yes. They're like, yeah, I know that. I'm into that. Some girl might be like,
You know he's going to Google it or Urban Dictionary it.
I don't know. Depends how good looking she is. Guys don't think when women are hot.
I don't care
So
how
she might be
good
like,
looking she
I'm a scatophiliast. And he's going to be like, dang it, man, I am too. Actually, I'm an Aquarius. But I think I'd link up, you know. I think we're like similar. And then all of a sudden, he's tied. He's chained to a bed, and this chick is freaking throwing dew at him like a freaking monkey at a zoo.
That's disgusting, and anybody that does that should seek help quickly. I don't care if it's judging or not. I'm judging right now, and I'll be the first to tell you that's disgusting.
Oh.
You don't wear diapers, and you don't sling poo. It's disgusting.
But if you're going to, those would be two that would go well together. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
can't.
If you acted like an infant and you're in the poo,
Oh my gosh.
that
dude,
would
like-
help. It makes sense a little bit.
Oh my gosh, this is not helping your cause at all. Like, this is all so nasty. There's got to be something hot on here.
We're getting.
Are
there.
we though? Are we though?
No, not yet.
Because so far we've been raped and robbed.
Dacrophilia. You ready?
Okay.
Dacrophilia. Arousal from the sight of tears or crying.
I mean, that's not gross, but I don't get that either.
Could you imagine wanting your spouse to be an asshole, like being a dick, like you're just like you're like sitting in the other room while you hear her crying, just cranking one out, just like so
Ew,
happy.
That would be so bad.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
I don't know that that's how it works.
Dudes are
either.
going to funerals,
Oh, no.
getting excited,
No.
seeing all the tears.
So weird.
Dendrophilia, sexual attraction to trees. Dude, humans are screwed. We are messed up. We are a messed up species. We're messed up people.
You're just now figuring this out.
No, I knew it, but now I'm at like
The
I'm
tree
at,
one convinced you. It wasn't the one before that.
I'm at like DEFCON 5 now. Now I'm like, the excuses are gone for us. This is what's going to happen. There's going to be a life form out there in this universe that's 100 times more intelligent than us, and they've come by and they've looked down and they've seen crap like this going on.
And they're podcasting about it.
They see crap like this going on. They're poisoning themselves with their food. They're poisoning their ocean. They're poisoning their atmosphere. They're a bunch of idiots. And now they're freaking throwing poop at each other and getting off on it.
And getting turned on by trees.
And trees. Yeah, look, that dude's out there humping a tree.
Oh my word. It's a new definition of tree hugger, isn't it?
Well played.
Thank you. Can we just, I'm waiting for something hot right now. Please be a good one.
Dorophilia.
If you say it has something to do with Dora the Explorer, I will walk out of this podcast right now.
God, that's a good one, though.
It is not.
Just kidding.
Doesn't have anything to do with Dora the Explorer.
Arousal caused by leather, skin, or fur.
Okay, I can jive with that.
As long as the skin is on a person.
Oh, what do you mean?
If
Like
it's
somebody's
like,
wearing
if it's
fur
like,
or leather?
right, yeah, or you like the feel of it, or you like slapped around with it.
Okay.
But if it's like one of those freaking crazy murderers that freaking skins people and hangs it in his
I don't think
basement,
that's what that means. I think if somebody's wearing fur or leather, maybe.
they just like it. They might
okay.
smell it.
I
And
can
they'd be
get
like,
that.
so when somebody comes over and they like sit on a leather couch or chair and just start
Oh gosh, that would be
sniffing
so
it,
weird.
and you're like, come on in the kitchen with the rest of us. Let's chat. And he's
We
like,
have some fluffy pillows in
like,
here. They're
no,
made of feathers.
man, I'm good. Just leave me alone with this couch for a few minutes.
Weird.
Emetophilia. Emetophilia. Emetophilia.
What does it
Sexual
mean?
arousal from vomit.
Okay.
Also known as rainbow play. Is that like the emoji, the puking the rainbow?
I'm gonna need Urban Dictionary in that.
Rainbow play.
That is weird. I have never heard of something like that in my
Vomit
entire
talk
life.
or smell or visually
Seriously.
makes me want to vomit.
Me too.
It takes me to a level of not turned on that is almost impossible to get to.
Oh yeah. Rainbow play. All right, here's what we got. Rainbow play.
Oh.
Playing rainbow. That's different. That's not different. No.
You put
Oh,
playing
wait.
rainbow. It's got to be rainbow play.
I
rainbow
did.
play.
I did, and it came up playing rainbow. So that's not the same
That's
thing.
not right.
So I don't think it's a thing.
All right, I'm moving on to the next one.
Okay, move on.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, wait, huh? Induracionism. Arousal from the act or thought of tearing out sexual organs by the roots.
Oh my gosh. That's barbaric.
People
that's sick.
people have this stuff in their head. And not only do they have it in their head, but they get sexually aroused by it.
Some people need some help. Some people really need some psychological help.
That's a close second to the truth.
Are you sure you didn't look up psychotic fetishes?
I don't think so.
Because all of these are psychotic right now.
All it said was fetishes. It's like all fetishes and kinks.
That psychotics have. You probably didn't read the rest like normal.
Why did this one must be a big one. Erotic asphyxiation. Arousal from asphyxia
okay, so
of
you
oneself
like to be
or
choked.
others.
You like to be
You
choked.
already
We
know
get
that.
it.
We do.
Move on.
All
You're
of us.
boring. I don't.
You're boring compared to this list. You like it sometimes. Don't act like you
Okay, but
don't.
I mean, like everything. You just we've already heard it. Choking. Okay, fine.
Okay, here we go. Erotophone. Wow, that's a long one. That's what she said.
Just
Erotophonophilia. Arousal from the thought or act of oneself or others committing murder.
Okay, can you please get serious here, JMR? I'm done with this bullcrap. This is stupid. Nobody does that. And if you do, God love you. I don't know.
Why do you think murder films are so? Everybody gets off on murder films. They
No,
always
they
you
don't.
always
You do?
No, I'm just saying people get horror films.
Because
and
they
it
like the
does
intensity.
something, and then they're making out and doing stuff. It's like
No.
it arouses that something in people.
Seriously. Please read something serious before I lose my mind. This is so anticlimactic. This is like... No.
Here we go.
Okay, please.
Let's see if this is good.
Okay.
Exhibitionism.
Oh,
Arousal from exposing
know what that
oneself
is.
sexually to others, with or without the consent of others, even the one being exposed.
we already know what that means.
We knew
and
that one.
I think that's against the law as well. No, I don't think it's fun to expose myself to someone who doesn't want to see me.
Oh, gosh, man, they don't get a lot better moving on here. I mean,
Huh?
they're not getting a lot better from what you're looking for.
Well, I'm looking for something that's good.
Well, all of this is interesting to people, regardless of if it's good or not.
Okay.
I'm not saying we're interesting. I'm just saying us reading this stuff's interesting.
Okay.
I think it's
Just
interesting
do
to me.
it then.
Don't yell at me.
I'm sure that's someone's fetish for someone yelling at them.
I'm a little aroused right now.
Read the freaking list.
Let's see here. Formicophilia, arousal from being crawled upon and or bitten by bugs.
Bugs, spiders. Oh my word. Spiders was the other night.
Fornophilia, human furniture play. Have you seen that crap? I've seen memes where there's literally like it's basically another form of dominance, I think. Like you're gonna be
What?
a naked table for me. Like you're just gonna get on your hands and knees. I'm gonna set my drink on you. I'm gonna put my feet up on you.
No, you're not.
And you're gonna get so excited by it.
No, I
You're gonna be
won't.
turned on by
No,
it.
not happening.
Or I wonder if it's part of those people in like Japan and places where they go to parties and they'll have naked women laying out with sushi on them, and people are eating sushi off.
Yeah.
Of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what that is, but
I don't know.
I think it's the person's furniture piece, not that they get off on furniture. That's how it reads anyway.
This is some weird stuff.
It is.
Like, if somebody ever asked me, like, what my fetish is or whatever, none of them, they're not on this list. What if I was like, yes, I love to be a table for you. I want you to put your feet on me, put your drink on me and your plate, eat off me. Gross.
No, the thing is
Weird.
you have to find another freak on your level. That's the whole thing.
What do you mean?
There's somebody out there for everyone. So you would
I
find a
guess.
freak on your level. You'd go to Craigslist. You might not ever be seen again.
I was going to
I
say,
don't
you don't
know.
put that stuff out on there at Craigslist. I like to sling poop at you. Anybody interested? I'm really cute.
I'm really curious.
I will find you.
You're crazy. Let's see here. Frotteurism. Arousal from rubbing on a non-consenting person.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with this?
All right, we're going to end on that one because I've got a story. Because I was talking
Oh.
to someone I work with today, and we were talking about what we talked about earlier about people approaching you and like some of the stories I had. And she said back in the day there was this thing at TJ Maxx where they were having a real problem with some creepy dude or dudes that would hide in the racks and touch women.
No.
She said she was there and she felt something rubbing her leg and she looked down. This guy looked up and he goes, "Do you like that?"
No.
Yes. She
Stop
said
it.
it messed her up. Like she can't get around racks now. She said when she's in a store and she goes towards a rack at TJ Maxx, she runs into the clothes with her cart just to see. Can you imagine that crap?
That is terrible.
Yeah.
It's
There's
funny.
people-
I feel sorry for her.
There's people that creepy. People that creepy that they go into TJ Maxx and they freaking get in between the racks. And they hide. So that they... How sad is that? That they need human contact so
what if-
badly
but what if-
that they're reaching out and touching random strangers.
What if what happens what you said? Like they met their freak one day and she was like, "Ooh, is there room under there for me?" and wants to get under there with them.
That's what she said. She's like, "What do you expect me to just say? Hey, let's go to my car real quick? Like, what's
People-
going on here?" No, they might be freaked out. That's what you got to do with those people. You got to freak them out.
That's just like that guy at when I used to work downtown. There was a guy that he was sitting on a bench. I was coming out of my parking garage. And he was like, "Hey," and I was like, "What?" He goes, "Want to sit on my lap?"
Oh, you should have just.
If I would
come
have
on.
been
Oh
who I
my
am now,
gosh.
like back then I was a little more like
Can you
But like
imagine?
now I might be like, I mean, yeah, I would love to sit on your lap and just to see what he says. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he'd be taken back. He wouldn't know what to do
Yeah,
because he knows you're not going to want to sit on his lap
right.
when he says it.
No. And then I was approached in the alley one day when it was at Butch's
Why
alley.
in an alley?
Well, because I was parking at Butch's Butch Hiles, I was working in his gym, and there's that alley. That little, it's not really an alley.
No, it's not.
It's really not an alley, actually. It's just like, it's kind of like one,
Did
but it's
Butch
really
do?
not.
Did he assault you in the alley?
No, it wasn't him. But I
hear
was
that's how he
getting-
gets people to take his classes. He assaults them in a mask, and then he tells
He
them
can
you
teach them
need
how
to take.
no.
Yeah.
It was some weird man. Like, I felt a presence behind me, and I turned around, and there was this man standing there. And I was like, can I help you? And he was like, you got a man?
I remember you telling me that.
I was
What
like,
a line, though.
I was like, yeah, I got a man. Or he might have been like, you got a man's or something. And that actually was the very first time I actually, other than the time that I just talked about before where I get weird vibes, that was the second time I actually felt threatened. Like, I was like, okay, is this going to be a bad situation? Other times are just benign little stupid things where I'd never felt threatened. But those 2 times I actually felt a little bit threatened because I was in a tight quarters with this guy. But I said,
sounded like he's a little aggressive too.
yeah, and I said, yeah, I do, thanks, and shut my door, and he let me go on my way. I think he worked over at the movie theater across the road. Like, he was taking the trash out, I think. And he just saw me, and I just swept
What
him off
a
his
line,
feet.
though.
I just swept him right off his feet. He was taking the trash out from the movie theater downtown. He was like, ooh, there's my dream girl. Hey, you got
I'm
a man's?
so glad you came home that day.
I almost didn't.
I believe you.
I
For
almost
some
didn't. Because
reason.
that's such a romantic story you'd want to tell.
Hey, you got a man?
Hey, you got a man? Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh, there's been many good ones. Those are, yeah.
Men are they just don't care. That's kind of where it started. It was like she showed me a video of this guy, and you couldn't see the girl totally take him down, and you couldn't see what the guy totally did, but they're looking for a guy. I think it's in Massachusetts or somewhere. But a jogger ran by
Yeah.
and flashed this woman jogger.
Oh my.
She chased his ass down and pinned him to the ground.
Nice.
But nobody would help her.
Why?
People saw her, and that she was like yelling for people to come and help her, and he got away because nobody called the police or come and help her. I guess they didn't know what happened, but she took him down.
Good for her. Here's the thing, though. If I were out jogging and some man flashed me, I probably would laugh.
Who wants to show? I mean, obviously there's fetish. Now, when I say who wants to do that,
We
after
know.
reading just to the B's, into the C's, we're at the top of the alphabet, and I'm like, I'll never ask that question again. Why would somebody do that? Because people are freaking
I really
screwed
think you need
up.
to look into this list. I really think it's Psychotic's Guide to Fetishes is what I think you're actually reading to us. I'm not trying to make light of any situation if any of you get into this.
Not all of them are bad.
Not all of them are bad, but some of them are really out there.
Some people need to go to extremes. You like how Jan? Some people need to go to extremes to get their jollies, yo.
I guess.
That's just how it works. And then you go to that extreme, you go to another extreme, and before you know it, you're freaking humping trees.
And there's Katie again.
All right.
How's it going? Thank you.
That's all for tonight.
Appreciate it. I got my ear pods back.
AirPods.
Is that what they're called?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Come
Correction.
on.
AirPods. I mean,
AirPods.
they go in your ears. Why are they called AirPods?
Because they're Apple. They have to brand them for them.
Okay. Anyway, whatever. I just can't wait till part 3 of this series.
It was a
It's
good
got to
part
get better.
2.
And I'm going to take your phone and I'm going to look better at this list and make sure that it's an actual list. For people and not aliens or psychotics.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone have a wonderful night. Whatever fetish you partake in, it's okay. Enjoy it.
Okay.
Embrace it.
Goodbye.